Welcome everyone to another episode of Project Assemble. I'm your co-host Nate from Thwip Media, joined by Dwayne from Marvel Mad. How are you doing today?
Not too bad, my friend. I'm buzzing to talk about this, but I'm slowly melting at the same time because in the UK it is hot as anything. But yeah, not too bad and just buzzing.
Yeah, we've got a really good review today. Finally, Thunderbolts Asterisk is out. So it was one that I remember when it first was announced. It was like, okay, it is what it is. We'll get to it. We'll see how it is. Last year, was it at San Diego Comic-Con, we heard more about it, and then
Yeah.
that kind of got us more excited for it.
Oh, massively.
And now it's out and it's over with. It
And
was
it
so
was
fast.
so good as well.
Yeah.
It was just, yeah.
Like the whole process, I was talking about this yesterday, like the process leading up to a Marvel movie, you're like building up so much hype and you're so excited for it, and then after you watch it and it's over, and then you just like, okay, that was faster than I thought it would be.
Yeah,
Like there's such
exactly
like a
that.
high, and then you just drop to like a low, like, okay, I gotta wait for the next one now.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll get to it, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so yeah, this is a spoiler review. So if you have not seen Thunderbolts Asterisk, you need to get off of this video right now because we are going to fully just ruin the entire thing,
Oh, yes.
including the
yes.
ending,
Oh,
if
yes.
you have not seen it. So yeah, fair warning. Again, full spoilers. If you have not seen it, do not continue watching this. So before we
Exactly.
get into it, make sure to subscribe to my channel, Thwip Media. Subscribe to Dwayne's channel, Marvel Mad. Follow all our socials. Make sure to join the Project Assemble Discord server. Everything's linked below. And yeah, I guess we'll get into it. So I'll go through the guiding questions as usual, but I'll open it up to you if you've got any additional notes too. But what were your overall thoughts on the movie?
Just buzzing, absolutely buzzing, and it surpassed all my expectations. It just, I can't explain it. It was just so damn good now, lot, and the surprises of what happened with certain people and like what was revealed with the asterisk. Yeah, I couldn't have wished for a better film in a lot, and it surpassed all my expectations. It fully deserves that 90 plus Rotten Tomato score in a lot as well,
Yeah.
100%. It was just, yeah, so good in a lot, and in a way, I'd love to see like another film with just these lot, like next year, that lot. So I'm a bit gutted that we're gonna probably see them decimated in Doomsday.
Yeah. I don't think maybe 30, no, 25% of them will survive.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
like Yelena has to survive in some way because she's the biggest character right now on that team.
Yeah.
Bucky, maybe. Everyone else, I think, is dead.
Yeah.
Like, even Sentry, too. Like, there's no way, and I'll get into it, but
Yeah.
for Doctor Doom to be established as a threat, you need him to be even more powerful than Sentry. And in order to
massive.
establish that, you need something big to happen, like him ripping Sentry in half or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Absolutely.
Yeah, but what you said, it was a great movie. It was a blast, super entertaining. Um, every interaction with the characters was really well done. They balanced everyone out really well. Like everyone had their time to
Yeah.
shine. The lineup, as mixed as people were heading into it, like why do you have Ghost? Why do you have Taskmaster? Why do you have like all these people on it? It worked for what they did in this. And I know, obviously in the comics, it's a much bigger team with much, I guess, more super powered people on the team.
I'd say
But
probably more stronger characters as well
oh, for
in the
sure,
comics.
for sure, yeah. So this was a step away from that, but for what they were trying to do, it really worked.
Mm.
And the direction they take them in and where they set them up heading into the final culminating event, it's going to be really big. And again, like we said, I don't know how well they're going to handle the situation they're in right now. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. But what was the biggest aspect you enjoyed the most? Like the action, the dynamics, the characters? Like, what got you excited the most?
To be honest, I quite liked the character like chemistry between them all and that lot. And what I really liked is so I don't think they ever did anything like this within the comics sort of thing. So I was quite surprised, but how Sentry used the void sort of powers of looking into people's like shitty pasts and
Yeah.
stuff like that sort of thing. I thought that was a genius touch. And I say I don't know whether you ever played it or not, but it reminded me of the Dark Place from Alan Wake 2.
Okay.
And some of the aspects of that game reminded me from the film reminded me a lot of that game, like seeing the bad stuff they've done just repeating itself over and over again. I thought that was a really nice touch on, and I've never seen that done sort of thing. So I was really, or not in live action, anything like that.
Yeah.
So to see that like that, I thought that was just genius sort of thing. So yeah, that action and the characters' chemistry between them all were really good.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there because the way, especially Yelena and Bob, like their stories are so intertwined, and early on they kind of establish some kind of bond together. Like Yelena says, "You can trust me," that kind of thing, and Bob trusts her, and then he gets taken, and kind of views that like they didn't abandon him at the
No,
base, but something kind of divided them, and Val is manipulating Bob into thinking you need to kill them because they're the bad guys, you're the good guy, that kind of thing. He's like, they didn't do anything wrong, anything like that.
yeah,
So it's very interesting how they did that. And like you said with the Void, pulling in the mental health aspect and finding your meaning in the world and all that, that was a really nice touch. And the only one of the negatives I had with this movie is that I wish they showed more of each character going through something
yeah,
in their past to kind
yeah,
of show the struggles they overcame to get to where they are in that current situation. Like, obviously, we know a lot of Bucky's past. We know a lot of, I guess we know why Ghost is doing what she's doing. But seeing something for Red Guardian or Ghost or
yeah,
even something more with U.S. Agent, because you see his
yeah,
vision at the beginning, but something bigger, I think would have
yeah.
really helped the audience more connect in that moment to the characters, like we already were, but just something extra just to add to it, because it's Yelena's journey through the void to get to Bob to
Yeah,
break him out, but everyone else made it there too. So I
yeah.
feel like they
Just
could have,
appeared sort of thing.
yeah. So I feel like they could have shown something at the same time as Yelena was trying to break through all of their traumas to get to Bob. But yeah, other than that, just a really great written story. Like all the dynamics, they worked really well together. Um, and yeah, I think like I'll get into it in the next couple questions, but I think we've got a big powerhouse in the MCU with Sentry.
Yes, yes, definitely,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. So who was the standout character for you? You've got a lot to choose from.
It it had to be Yelena. Like I really thought maybe one of the others might have like took some of the limelight and stuff like that, but like you said, it was her story, and she just shone. It was
Yeah.
unbelievable sort of showing from her now, like, and yeah, she just smashed it out of the park.
Yeah.
She like it's like it weren't just like the connection with Bob, but it was just a connection with all of them that lot, and they all had a defining moment for her to like really get them to shine, sort of thing. And she just stole the show for me in that one.
Yeah. Florence Pugh owns that role. Like she
Yeah,
has, I say it in my review that is in the process of being uploaded right now. That she has become one of the best introductory characters to the MCU post Endgame. Like she
massively.
is one of the leading faces of the MCU right now, and she plays the character so well. And especially in this, she's going through a lot. Like she's trying to find her purpose in the world, like everyone else is here. But with it all kind of revolving around her, you really see how much she needs people in her life. Like she doesn't want to be lonely. She wants Alexei to be there. he kind of disappeared after the events of Black Widow. She's been on her own this whole time, and she needs people in her life, and this is
Yeah.
the family, I guess you could say, that she gets. But yeah, she was the best part of this movie, and I'd say a very close second is Sentry. Like,
Yeah.
Lewis Pullman
Yeah.
did a great job as Bob. Like, the whole beginning, and they're in the elevator, he's like, cucumber, 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 and
Yeah.
they're like, why are you doing that? He's like,
That was a
if-
really weird thing to say now.
I wasn't expecting that at all. I
No,
was like,
no.
why are you doing that? And he said, well, if I sneeze, I'm going to lose control, so I need to say this thing to kind of keep my brain off of that. So that was a cool moment. But other than that, he is, in every moment where, like, even Walker, when he touches him, you see what he's capable of, and when Val is
Yeah.
talking to him too.
Oh,
And-
that scene with Val was just...
And Val has the visions too, and he's seeing everything, and you have that moment afterwards where they kind of look at each other, and, like, especially with Walker, like, he's like, what did you
what
just
the
do to
hell?
me?
Yeah.
And then Bob is looking at him, like, teary-eyed, and he's like, oh, I didn't realize you're going through that right now, or something like that. So there is that emotional weight to it too. Like, he's not meaning to do it, and maybe
No.
he doesn't want to know what's going on in these people's lives or what's
No, I
happened
don't
to
think
them.
he does.
But there's a level of, he's extremely powerful and he wants to do good, but you know, in the back of his head there's that very delicate switch that if it's flipped, everyone is going through that same situation.
Yeah,
And
100%.
I think, and again, I'll get into it in a little bit. You know what? I'll save my thoughts. I'll save it.
Go
I'll
on.
save it. Okay, next question. Was there anything that felt off in this movie for you?
Right, the one thing that I've said it in my review, and it's like, while recording, it was like, she'll be out in like 5 minutes' time. But the one thing I did say in my review, I do think, yes, she was correct to be killed off, so that character-wise, so Taskmaster.
Oh yeah.
I do think she should have been killed off, though, by Sentry, and not just a quick
Yes.
bang and done sort of thing.
Yeah.
That I thought that was really, the character's been done dirty in the MCU anyway.
That was
But-
very dirty. That was
Exactly.
that was
I was
extremely.
like, I was not expecting that at all. Like, I was like, there was only like 10 people in the cinema I went to, and I was gobsmacked because I'd know, because it was like my first showing of going on my own to the cinema, and I wanted to turn around and went, did they just fucking do that? And I didn't know
laughed.
nobody to
I
say.
laughed.
Did you?
Yeah, I was like, "There's no way that was that easy," and it's so
That's
fast
what I mean.
too. It's in the first like
Yeah.
15 minutes. Like,
That's what I mean. Literally,
crazy.
as soon as the action starts, she has a bit of like bang, 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 and then all of a sudden, pop. I thought, no,
And-
they shouldn't have done that.
here's the other thing, and I went on like a 3-minute rant in my review for this that I had to cut out. I cut it all out, but that is character assassination. Like,
Oh yeah,
They-
100%.
they introduce her, she kicks Walker across the room, and the whole thing with Taskmaster is that they have photographic reflexes, and she's getting thrown around the room the entire scene. She's not landing any kind of
No,
like parry or anything. She's just taking in all these hits and not doing anything. So it's like, you're just basically telling us, yep, this character,
we knackered up.
we messed up on this. And
Yeah.
I think after Black Widow and they saw the fan reaction, they were like, okay, we shouldn't have done
Yeah.
that. So we need to make do on those, the feedback, and basically just off them right away.
Yeah,
So
yeah, pretty much.
it's like,
Honestly, I was just,
she
I
was
gobsmacked.
thrown around so much in that fight sequence, and the fight sequence was really cool. Like, all
Yeah.
of them fighting each other was really well done, but it was so fast. Like, she what does she do? She fights Ghost, and then she's just walking up to Walker, and out of nowhere just shot
Yeah,
in the
just-
face.
Bang, yeah.
And I was like,
Just-
that was so easy. Like,
Yeah,
it should
yeah.
have been much more difficult for that to happen. And
Well, this is what I mean. I thought, if she's supposed to have a photograph of memory, well, like images of these people she's fighting, surely she should know every single move that they're
Exactly.
going to do.
yeah,
But she wouldn't know what Bob's going to do. So Bob could literally just go in, pop, done. That was like the
Exactly.
easiest
Yeah.
out for him to do with Taskmaster and that lot.
Yeah.
But to do it like that, I was like, come on.
It was so, like, I've said this like 3 times already. It was so fast. It was so fast. Like, everything in the trailers with her is in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah. I did not realise that at all. I did not think that.
It is insane how, not manipulative, but the marketing is so false with
Oh,
Taskmaster.
yeah.
And obviously, at a certain point, they kind of fumbled it on themselves because I guess they had a limited space to kind of show her because she was
Yeah.
basically in that one sequence. But even on the posters, like, she's in the poster, like, even the background to this video right now, she's in the background to that. Like, does she really deserve to be on that? I don't know. Can't really call her a
So,
Thunderbolt when she died right away.
well, yeah, exactly. She wasn't even in the part where they're all going on about the Thunderbolts and and that sort of thing.
Okay.
It's like, come on.
Now, this brings up the next thing, and I completely forgot to mention this in my review. The soccer team rumor was true.
Don't. I was pissed. I was fuming. I was like, no, no.
The
You
soccer
do not
team
call them.
rumor was true. And I
That wound
remember
me up.
when they're in the car, and like there is the frame when she goes to Alexi's like apartment or house or whatever it was, and there's the frame. It doesn't
Yeah,
say
with the
Thunderbolts
team.
on it, but there's
No.
the soccer team, and I was like, okay, if you do it here, I swear, I'm gonna be disappointed. And then later on, after he picks them up in the desert in the car, then he says it, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Even when they're all tied up in that lot, and Bucky's like, "Oh, Bob, really Bob in that lot," and then they're going, "Oh, the Thunderbolts." I'm like, come on.
It's just
Oh,
the fact
please.
that it's named after the soccer team is what was kind of disappointing about that.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
in the end, it's not a huge deal, but it's still like you could have named it something better. And I get it's the personal connection to it too that Alexi's like, oh yeah, like you're my kid and you're in the team now. I'm gonna bring this back because you were, involved in a team when you were a kid, and now you're in a team again. So it's called the Thunderbolts. But it was just, I
Do you know what
wasn't
I thought?
happy with that.
Do you know what I thought? Think would have been really funny. What they would like, they'd cut it off straight away. If one of them said, "Oh, we could always be called the Suicide," and then just stop it like that, I think that'd have been brilliant. Just to really
Yeah,
take the
might have been
mick
some
and all that
lawsuits
sort of thing.
involved in that one, but
Yeah, but it's only but then saying suicide. We could always call the suicides and then just shut it. I think that'd been brilliant. That'd have been
what are we,
just to
some kind of
really take the
Suicide
mick.
Squad?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, like there is that comparison definitely that they are
Oh, yeah.
Marvel Suicide Squad.
yeah.
But yeah, those two things I think are the biggest issues for me, and it's not like they're not huge issues. They're just
No.
they stood out, and a minor one, like a very minor one, is Bucky. As important as he was to the story and getting the team together and going against Val, he kind of took like a back seat for most of the movie.
Yeah,
And I get it was
I could say that.
it was Yelena's movie,
yeah.
but after, like, I want to say when they confront Val in the Avengers Tower, the Watchtower. Now, finally, we know what
Yeah,
happened
the
with that tower.
Watchtower. Yeah,
He kind of just is in the background for the rest of the
Yeah.
movie, and he does help get Yelena back and Bob back from the void, but he's not what I thought he was going to be. I thought he was going to be up there leading with Yelena.
okay.
So that kind of brought it down just a little bit for me, but
See,
it's not
for
a
me,
huge
I didn't
issue.
mind that. Yes, I didn't mind that to him because I knew it was going to be more Yelena and that sort of style
Yeah.
in that lot. So I was quite happy to have Bucky as like just a side character, like a support character, just to boost them up, sort of thing. I've always said I always think he should have had the shield, and he should have been the next one in line to be Cap. But having just him as he's a really, I know it's bad to say, but he's a really good, strong side character and support character.
Yeah.
I think he would be able to do like a main character role, but if you want a really strong side character, he's the man. And I think he did it well. All right, I was quite happy with that.
Yeah, And I think it's great that Yelena got that leadership role. Like, she was able to shine as the lead, and she really does show that she can do that. It's just, I thought Bucky should have had much more involvement in
Oh, okay.
what was really happening. Like, he, again, put them all together. It was just, I don't know. I needed something more from him.
That's fair enough.
Okay, this is the big one. Was Sentry done justice?
Oh, that's a really hard question because
This is where I was saving my thoughts, because obviously going into this, and we mentioned it in the preview, if you're
yeah,
expecting a full-on Sentry versus these heroes,
you're not
you're going to
gonna
be very disappointed. And you do get some of that. And that one
yes,
sequence is awesome when they're all
yeah,
picking him off and he's just standing there like brushing his shoulders off, like, I'm going to throw you here,
yeah,
stop your bullets, fire them back at you. It's just, he was so awesome in that scene.
yeah.
But if you were expecting that to be the big final act battle,
No,
that's not even what was going, that wasn't even probably in the idea room. Like,
no,
these are characters that wouldn't stand a chance, and you see it. He throws them all around the place and they just run away down the elevator.
yeah.
So
Which I did think that was quite funny as well, to be honest, because like, they're all just scurrying off into the elevator.
yeah, they're like,
He
okay,
could literally
sorry,
just
sorry, have a nice day. We'll
yeah,
see you next
see
time.
you in a bit.
Yeah.
I, in a way, when he's a sentry and when he's like that, and he does all this like he's knocking them off left, right, and centre. Nobody's touching him,
Yeah.
and he gets to kill Val. I thought, go on, just squeeze it.
I
in.
thought
Just-
he was going
just-
to do it. I really did.
Yeah, I really did as well. I just pop her, just go on. That part, yes, but when he turns into the void, I know you couldn't do the whole like going in, seeing all the memories and stuff like that sort of thing, but when he turns into the void, I would have liked to seen some of them people stay dead or stay shadowy sort of thing, just marks on the floor, because it would have showed how ultimately powerful he is, sort of thing. And then for it just to like all shrink back and he's the void, the void's all gone and everybody's all back to normal and they've stopped reliving their worst nightmares and stuff. It was cool, but everybody turned out okay again, and I'm like,
You just made me think of the little girl that Red Guardian saves. Like, he's like,
yeah,
everything's going to be okay, little girl. And then she just dies. And I was like, I actually just burst out laughing when that happened.
oh, did you?
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
I was like, it's dark, but it was really funny in the moment.
Because that moment when she just disappeared, I thought, oh damn, okay, they're not hiding back, they're just taking care of everybody.
I just
And then
thought
she
the
comes back
timing
at
of
the
it
end
was
anyway.
really good. Like, he saves
No,
her,
yeah.
and he's like, it's going to be okay. And then she just dies right in front of him. But yeah, Void is one you don't want to mess with.
Yeah,
And he really does consume the entire city. And now, are you going to have Daredevil talking about, oh yeah, this day, like, I just randomly disappeared. I had to relive my father dying over and over and over
Yeah.
again.
Ooh.
Spider-Man, I had to relive Aunt May dying all over again, and Uncle Ben.
Oh no!
'Cause-
Where did Thingy's father die? Was it in that gym?
It wasn't in the gym. It was in Hell's Kitchen, though. So it was in New York.
We're gonna say with that with them shots of them being in the gym, I was thinking, oh maybe.
But you have to assume if he's basically consumed the entire city, you have to have some kind of connections in future
Yes,
things.
you gotta
Like,
say something.
Daredevil can't just carry on like nothing
No.
happened to the entire city.
Yeah, like Mayor Fitz's gotta say something as well now. Like, well, the watchtower come down and we're getting a team to clear that up, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Some mention has got to be said, even though we've got to wait a year for season 2 of Daredevil. Something's still got to be said, crying out loud.
Yeah, like if they don't, then whatever. Like
Yeah.
they've done this to us before, but
Yeah,
to a citywide event like the Battle of New York, that's still being referenced. Even in this movie,
still getting
it's still
artifacts
referenced.
and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
still getting artifacts and stuff just still there.
That was a citywide event that is still being referenced in multiple projects, and this, I think, should be one of those as well. Like,
Yeah,
that's a huge thing. The Void took
Yeah,
over
just
the
a bit.
entire city. And
just a bit.
back to the original question. I think they did do him justice for what this interpretation was.
Yes. Yeah.
If you're a diehard comics fan of the century, and I know there's a few out there, and I know Point 3 podcast, if you're watching this, some of you are, but what they did was make it make sense for this universe and who he was going up against in this movie. And he even says at the end, I can't be Sentry without the Void.
Yeah.
So, in Doomsday, you're going to have to bring the Void back.
Got to.
He needs to do something against Dr. Doom.
Got to.
Yeah. So there needs to be some kind of inner conversation between Bob and the Void to kind of balance out.
That would be quite a cool scene as well. Because when he was kicking the hell out of him as well, I thought, it's going to lose it. And it was really nice bringing them back and that sort of thing. So that'd be really interesting. Like a sit down sort of thing, just talking it out. That'd be really nice to see.
Yeah. So character-wise, I think they did a good job on Sentry. Look-wise, I think he looked really cool.
Oh,
the Void especially. Like, the inspiration for that was the Hiroshima bombing shadows, and that's very dark and very grim.
Yeah.
But I can't say this. I was gonna say it's gonna be it's really cool too.
It is. It is technically
it visually looks cool. Like seeing how he's like turning everyone into shadows, and it's a really dark effect, and it worked. It's just
his piercing eyes. It is a bit.
The eyes is the biggest thing. The tiny dots. The tiny
piercing.
Dots. Yeah.
Even if they're small, they can see in your bloody soul. They're just.
Yeah. So yeah, was Sentry done justice for you?
Yeah, I feel like I said, in what they wanted to show, yes. It's just, I just wish there was a bit more harsher with him with the Void. Like with when he turned people shadowy, I wanted them to stay skid marks on the floor.
Yeah, maybe they could have done something like that. I think it worked, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what Doomsday brings with that. And on the topic of that, I'm curious to see how the Russos are going to interpret these characters too, because they've taken existing characters that were there before they came in and made them really, really cool in Infinity War and Endgame. Now you've got a whole bunch of new characters that have been introduced. I'm very curious to see how they're going to interpret those ones and this team as well.
Yeah. Well, do you see the report for the post-credit scene? And the director of this film said he didn't direct that bit, but somebody else was. So in a way, they could have already...
I saw the clip. It was, I think he said they shot it like a month ago. So if you line that up, that's around the same time the chair reveals happened. So I was saying that like they could have had the room with all the chairs. In the next room over, they were shooting that scene because they were shooting it in London. And the timeline wise, that does work out. So yeah, I'm very curious to see what is going to come out of that.
Already had the hands on it already.
Yeah, and we'll get more into that post-credit scene. But
yes, both of them as well. Because I love that first one.
Does this do enough to set up the end of the multiverse saga?
Oh, I don't know about enough. That's quite strong to say. I don't know about if they've done enough, but they've definitely. I said this in my review, and they've finally gone back to what the Marvel cinematic universe did brilliantly years ago and teased the next bloody film.
That's what I say in my review. It's like back to basics for them. Like,
yes.
The post-credit scene magic is back. Like they actually have a tease that we know there will be a payoff for, instead of Phase 4 and most of Phase 5, or they're just like, yeah, we're gonna tease this character or this thing happening, and 80% of those haven't happened yet.
Exactly, and that's what I mean. They've definitely hyped it up to go right. Even though it's not directly linked to Doomsday and that lot, it's like you definitely cannot miss this next film.
Yeah,
this is like stepping stones to work to way towards whole shebang sort of thing. So that I'm completely happy with. I don't mind that at all now. We're finally getting somewhere. I don't know whether they've fully done it, but they're definitely on the right steps.
First steps, you would say.
Well, yeah. Oh, but a bump.
Yeah. I don't know if it, like you said, it doesn't do enough. It sets up these characters going into Doomsday, and it sets up spoilers, like we said, the Fantastic Four coming into this
Yes.
world. We still don't have the real Avengers yet.
No. We do get hints, like they're the new Avengers, and then you got them as Captain Sam's making his own team, and it's like, oh,
And
who's
he's
the real
suing them
Avengers? Like, oh,
for using the same
copyright.
name. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that was really nice, that lot. But it's
So,
like,
you need to have that build up though for the other team, for all like Shang-Chi and Hulk and Miss Marvel, all those other characters that we've been with, and not just these ones, because these guys aren't going to stand a chance against Doom. You need everyone to come in, and we know everyone will be coming in because obviously the chairs reveal that there's a lot more people in this, but you need something. And I'd say maybe the first half hour of Doomsday is going to be Sam going around and plucking people from everywhere.
Yeah, it's got to be. Got to.
That should have already been established.
Yes, massively.
Yeah.
100%.
Again, rushed. This is a rushed narrative right now.
Massively rushed. Really,
So,
really is.
It's
But I don't think this would have been as bad if they could have kept with Kang. If they could have kept with Kang, I think it'd have been a completely different build up. Everything would have been really smooth and everything. But because of certain things and how they had to just do everything, that's why it's rushed now. And it's not give it justice.
Yeah. The whole what if Kang was still around is a very tricky question for how like even the release order for these projects, like how each of them would have led into the other and built up Kang coming in. There was build up in phase 4 with Loki, and even Loki season 2 there was still some kind of build up, but
Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania as well, that building up with Kang.
But now this new threat hasn't even been talked about yet, and they're just suddenly coming in for 2 movies and then that's it.
Yeah.
So again, as excited as I am for Doomsday and Secret Wars, I'm still I'm on the fence about a part of it because I don't know how they're going to execute it.
Yeah, it's fair enough. Fair to say.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the new title?
Loved it. Absolutely loved it. The design of it and everything, perfect.
Comic book-esque title.
Yeah, I was so happy with that. As soon as that little press conference was there, and she goes to say it, and I'm like, don't say Dark Avengers, don't say Dark Avengers.
I thought it was going to mirror that
Avengers.
panel where Norman's saying your new Dark Avengers.
Yeah.
I thought that was gonna happen, but it didn't.
So I was so glad. I'd take New Avengers all day long. I was buzzing. I sat in my chair and I was like, yeah, a little fist bump of myself. I was so happy. I was just so glad they didn't call them the Dark Avengers. I was yes, thank you. But yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. I could take that all day long.
Yeah, I'm just curious to see how long it's going to take for them to start calling the movie actually the New Avengers. Like when it goes to Disney Plus, will it still be called Thunderbolts or will it be the New Avengers?
Oh, I didn't even think of that, to be honest.
Because it's been marketed this whole time as Thunderbolts *, but now you're telling us the title is the New Avengers. Or is it just saying that team is now known as the New Avengers? The movie is still called Thunderbolts.
Yeah, I think they'll go like that, to be honest. Or they might even have Thunderbolts / New Avengers or something daft like that sort of thing. But I think the main Thunderbolts is still going to be there.
Yeah, that would make sense if they've marketed that the whole time that it's called Thunderbolts. But yeah, I thought it should have been Dark Avengers, but I'm not mad about the New Avengers. I think that works for what they're trying to do. I think immediately after they announced that and it goes to the credits, I really like how the credits are all like the newspapers and magazines, like the contrasting views of really these people? Like there was the cover.
And
It
not
said
my
like
Avengers
not
and
my
stuff like
Avengers,
that.
the B Avengers. Like it was so divided on how the public
Mm,
has perceived this. And in my what needs to happen video, I even say you need to have some kind of public, um, like not confrontation, but contrasting view of
mm.
really these people are the
Yeah,
new Avengers now. Like, how are we gonna trust them? Like they're ex villains and stuff. Like
yeah.
they really needed to do that. And I'm so glad they did. So that
Mm,
was a really neat way to end the credits, and you see how the public's perceived them, and then you finally get the new title.
yeah.
So it's
I
official;
loved
they
that.
are the new Avengers now.
Yeah, yeah. I loved that.
Yeah. So yeah, that gets into the final question. What was your reaction to the post-credit scenes?
First one, I loved. I thought they were brilliant. A really cheesy, proper
He
dad
has the
moment.
box like, "Hey, recognize it?
Like,
Recognize?"
I just love how she walked away like, I'll just put that there because I'm that
Yeah, she
crazy
takes it and then sets it down. Yeah,
I love that. I really chuckle at that. But then that second one, that lot. Oh boy,
sets a record as the longest post-credit scene too.
I never knew that as well.
It's almost
I
three
really
minutes
didn't
long.
know that. I thought that I totally put me by surprise that doing that lot. But yeah, just the stuff they're talking about it, and like I don't know whether we should talk about another video or like if we get enough time to talk it here. But the space shrinking, what's that going to justify? Where's that? Right,
Shrinking.
yeah, well, she says, isn't it? She's running out of space, and they're talking about up there and that lot. Didn't you
Oh,
get that bit?
yeah, it was because she's talking about the outer space stuff or whatever is going on,
Yeah,
and then U.S.
yeah, and
agents
then
like, wait, like we have all this space here. Is the space
yeah,
shrinking? So that's all it
listen,
was.
people.
That's how I viewed
Yeah,
it.
no, but see, there's got to be obviously something that happening in outer space. So what could that be?
Well,
Thing be like happening in outer space?
they explained that other people know what's going on. They just weren't told because no one wants to
Yeah,
talk to them. So I
yeah,
assume
so,
Sam is the one that's kind of brought it up to other people, and it's kind of caught on like
yeah,
a word of
maybe.
mouth kind of thing. Like, oh, this thing's coming. We need to start getting ready.
Yeah, yeah, maybe.
And
I
they
just,
weren't fully involved in what all the information was. They were just like, yeah, there's something in space. We don't know what it is.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
but we don't really know what it is really.
Yeah, we don't
Even though we
because
probably
they
think
rushed
it's
this whole development for
yeah,
it.
well, yeah, that's true as well. Yeah, but yeah, I'd like to know or get some sort of inkling of what's happening out in space, what's like going on. But then when you get that, obviously that was it a tear or rip in space, and something's appeared out of it, and they get the satellite images, and just the turning of the ship
That was
to see the
perfect. Yeah.
fall. I was just like,
Now,
come on! And another little fist bump. Oh,
before that though, and the credits are rolling, and you see the music and all the credits, I
yeah,
found this said the Fantastic Four main theme
fantastic.
composed by Michael Giacchino, and I say this in my
Yeah.
in my review. I was like the Leo pointing meme. I was like, wait,
Oh,
look,
really?
look, look, that.
Because
But
I noticed that as well, and I'm like,
I don't
I can't
remember
remember
hearing
seeing
that. Yeah.
anything. No, yeah, it's literally like I sat there like, I can't remember hearing no music like that. I was like, what was that going about? And then it sort of twigged and like, oh, right, hurry up then, come on then, hurry
Yeah.
up.
So instantly after seeing that, I was like, oh, a portal is going to open and they're going to come out of it into the watchtower and they're going to be like, who the hell are you guys, or that kind of thing. It wasn't exactly that, but it was the same kind of
Yeah,
effect. Like, they
yeah,
are now in our universe.
yeah,
They're coming for Earth. And it's setting it up that the new Avengers will be the first ones to encounter them.
yes, yeah. Because when I first saw it as well, you just see the small image of it first.
I
When
thought
I
it was the
saw that, I
Fantastic
thought,
Car.
no, John, I thought it was the Silver Surfer.
Oh,
I
like
thought that,
Doom is coming,
that was the
and
first,
instead of
yeah,
Thanos is coming, it's Doom. Oh,
yeah.
that would have
I
been cool
thought I
too.
thought I thought that was the first thing you'd see, like the Silver Surfer, and I just thought you were going to see the board or something like that because of how small the image. I was like, "Ooh!" And then obviously it's the ship instead. But I think it would be nice to see like the Silver Surfer or something like that sort of thing,
Yeah,
because obviously they've got to whatever happens to the Fantastic Four, they've got to be coming as well.
I don't think Galactus will because that'll be
No,
way
no,
too much.
Yeah.
but Silver Surfer should be.
Mm.
I would hope they would be, and then bring in Norrin Rad too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, Silver Surfer would have been cool. I think there's a much bigger effect with it being the rocket, because now you know, okay,
Yeah.
this is how they come into our universe.
Yes.
But it also kind of spoils the ending of First Steps, which,
Yeah. Yeah. So
to a certain
sort of.
degree, what are you expecting? Because Galactus is going to have to win, right? Like, they have to hop from their
Yeah.
universe to our universe. There has to be a reason why that's happening,
Yeah.
and that has to be Galactus.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyone that's
100%.
complaining about that, you're going into
No.
Fantastic Four thinking everything's going to be okay at the end of the day? No.
Exactly. No. Not
No.
a chance now. Like, come on. You know, he's. You can't stop Galactus. He's the very few people who have stopped Galactus. It's not going to happen here. He's going to just. Yeah. It's in. It's done. Just get over yourselves and just watch it.
Yeah. Now, here's a question that just popped into my mind. What if Doom is on that ship too?
Oh.
Because if he's not coming through the ship, how is he arriving in this universe?
Or another thing, is it Doom's on the ship and them lot are all knocked out, prisoners, tied up?
Oh, like he's making it like a cover, like, oh yeah, we're the Fantastic Four, but in reality, he's captured them and he's making it. That could be interesting too.
Because the only two ways I could see him coming into it is either he's like a stowaway on that ship and he's managed to come with them because like all hell's breaking loose in their universe, or he stole the ship, he's got them lot on board all knocked out and gassed, locked up, and he's, oh yeah, we're the Fantastic Four, and I might see you by gone, and then he has his way,
That could be.
and they all wake up
Interesting.
and they're like, how the hell we get here? What the hell's going off? Where are we? Sort of thing.
It could be cool.
Mm.
We'll have to see Fantastic Four to find out what's really happening, though.
I can't bleed him wait. Cannot wait.
3 months.
I know. It's
Yeah.
can't get here soon enough. Really can't.
Yeah. All right. That's all the questions I had. Did you have anything else you wanted to add?
I was just gonna say, what did you rate it?
That's
Do you
what I
wanna
was going to end
do
it
you wanna
on, is
spoil it?
the final rating. So
Oh,
I give it an 8 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. I get 9.5.
Oh, wow. That's really high.
I was pairing of it. I wasn't, like I said, the only two things that knocked it down for me was Taskmaster just getting done so quick, and the name of the Thunderbolts. They were the only two things I had real problems with. Sort of thing. I know there was only little niggly things, but other than that, if they did them two things justice, it'd have been a 10 out of 10 for me in that lot. I told you it was better than Captain America.
It is definitely better than Captain America Brave New World. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
Why
It's a fun
8 for
time.
you?
Like I said, I think it's. I went into this with low expectations, so a lot of it
Okay.
kind of brought it really high for me. But the pacing for the third act is kind of messy, messy in my
Think so?
opinion.
Okay.
After they're out of the watchtower and they're in the street, like, everything feels like it's slow, and then they get into the void, everything's fast paced, they're trying to get through everything, and then they get Bob out, and then it just ends.
Okay, that's
I
fair
think
enough. Okay.
if they let it breathe a little more and then give us the other characters experiencing their past
Yeah.
traumas and the void, that would have I think added more of an emotional connection to
Yeah.
each character. And then the Taskmaster thing is stupid, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Taskmaster done massively dirty.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see if they bring that character back post Secret Wars in the right way.
No. Well, like they're gonna try and make it as a copycat, and it's somebody else.
Like it's actually Tony Masters or something like that.
Yeah, it'd be nice. I'd take that all day long. If they're gonna do this little reboot, soft reboot thing, I'd take it all day long.
So yeah, that's my score for Thunderbolts asterisk. Or the new
Nice.
Avengers now.
So
we'll
the
call
new
it.
Avengers, it's new Avengers now. Come on.
All right. I guess we'll get into our game of hot seat then. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 8 questions.
Okay, I've got 9. So if
Okay.
you don't mind me asking that last one, that's fine. That long.
Yeah, all good. Do you want to start?
Who started last time?
I can't remember.
No, I can't remember. I'll tell you what. Let's flip a coin, as always. Call in the air, heads or tails?
Heads.
And our survey says it is tails.
Okay.
So, go on, I'll go first.
All right.
So, your nice random questions, that lot. But some superhero stuff, that lot, and then just general, everyday daft stuff as well.
Right.
So, if you had to pick between the Red Guardian and the US Agent, who would you want to be more?
That's tough because U.S. Agent's got a shitty personal life. Alexi's, like, he doesn't really have a care for the world. He's just living free.
He's a limo driver that drives suspiciously weird people in that limo.
Yeah. I didn't expect that to be him, too. When she gets out of the limo and it shows him, I was like, oh, interesting, okay.
I'm really surprised with that.
I don't know, I'll go Red Guardian.
Oh, good luck. This is why I wore this, to be honest. I just need it to be red. I need to get a red version now.
I just feel like if you're the U.S. agent, there's so many people that hate you because you publicly killed someone on TV as Captain America.
Look, how I described in my review.
Kind of an asshole too, so.
Yeah. It's literally how I described him in my review. It's like, he's a cocky son of a bitch. But he's alright now. I don't mind him too much now.
He's
redeemed
character
himself.
in it. He really has made himself a likable character because you hate his guts in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now he had so many comedic moments too, especially in the beginning. Like, he was really, really good in it.
Yeah, 100%. He redeemed himself for me, so I don't mind him now.
His new look looks kind of silly though, with the beret and the taco shield.
I know, that was a bit. Come on, just give him another shield now. Like, you don't need
even
to take the beret off as well.
Yeah, even just give him the helmet back. Like,
exactly. Just give him the helmet back.
Kind of weird.
Exactly. Just give him a black helmet, similar sort of style to Cap, and then.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, so your second question. If you was a Jedi or a Sith, what colour lightsaber would you have?
Oh, man. Oh, that is tough. So am I doing both? Like, if I was a Jedi, it would be this color, or if I was a Sith, it would be this color? Well, Sith, it has to be red.
Yeah, I'll give you that,
Jedi blue.
Oh, good lad. I was going to say blue myself. If I was a Sith, I said, like, I don't know if you can have a dark purple or a dark red sort of thing, just really like the mixture of the two sort of thing. Yeah, just like a real unusual sort of colour. So, right, number 3. In the MCU, how would you, if you had superpowers, take down a god?
Is there a particular god I'm facing?
The options I gave for you was either Gore the God Butcher, Thor, Loki, or Hercules.
Jeez. How would I take them down? What powers do I have?
Any powers you want. Any powers you want, any powers you
think. Give me
Sentry's
powers.
Well, yeah. That was that point, I didn't think of that, actually. But I was thinking, any powers you want, and you don't have to take all 4 of them down. It's just any particular one, how would you take them down?
So I only choose one to fight?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who the easiest one would be. The hardest would definitely be Thor.
But you think Thor?
Yeah.
I was thinking Gore the God Butcher, but like proper Gore the God Butcher.
Gore's been nerfed in the MCU.
Yeah, just a bit.
The easiest would have to be Gore or Loki, I think.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, that's fair enough.
So for Loki, I don't know. But so let's say I had Sentry's powers. Let's say he copies himself into a bunch of copies, and I'm super speeding around trying to find the right one. Grab him, snap him in half. That's it.
Yeah, no, that is fair enough. That is, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take that. Yeah, yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, right. Another friends one. No, no, no. So you was red going last time. So if you could be any of these two of these friends, who would you be friends with more? Would you be friends with Taskmaster more or Ghost more?
I'm gonna say Ghost because Taskmaster eats shit.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
I really wanted to just see what your
Ghost
reaction
was
was.
great in this though.
Yeah, yeah. She really did. She, even though, like I said in my review, she wasn't a standout character, but she portrayed herself really well. She was like perfect for this team.
Much
To be
better than
honest.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yes, yes, massively
Yeah.
out a lot. She's done herself justice here, bless
Yeah.
her. That one.
Much better.
Out of these three tabletop card games, which one would you play? Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, or Yu-Gi-Oh?
I have like no experience with either of them.
Really?
Yeah. Never got into those. I'll just say Pokemon.
It's just the easiest one.
Yeah.
That'll be all right.
I'll just go with the
Everybody
most
knows that
popular
one.
one.
Everybody knows that one. Right, okay. What game would you rather live in? Would it be The Last of Us or Days Gone?
Jeez, some depressing options here. That
Had
is
to be zombie
tough.
themed.
I didn't finish Days Gone, so I don't know how it ends. Oh, that is tough.
But it's like the options like really super powered different sort of zombies or hordes of hundreds of zombies at once.
Yeah. I'm leaning towards The Last of Us, but I'm not 100% sure.
Do you think you'd be able to survive The Last of Us?
I don't think so. No.
Just get in a car and drive away, you'd be alright, wouldn't you?
I guess, yeah, I'll go with that.
You're in The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. So, if you could have any sort of animal in the world as a pet, what would it be?
I don't know, my mind has gone blank on animals. Jesus. I don't know. Monkey. I'll take a monkey.
Monkey.
Yeah.
For me, because Eleanor helped me with that question out lot, we'd have to go because Eleanor's obsessed with them at the moment in capybaras. She's obsessed with
Oh,
them.
yeah.
I don't know why she's gone nuts about it. She's getting toys about it. So, yeah, capybara.
Yeah. For some reason, those are weirdly popular. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
I don't know. Exactly. They just literally sprouted out of nowhere. Now, like, it's just we've had to grow one in the kitchen. She's got like a foam one. She's grown. It's weird. So, who would win in a hand-to-hand fight? Which, again, if you had powers, would you be able to win in a hand-to-hand fight against Thor or Hercules?
Hand-to-hand fight with Thor or Hercules. Hercules is all hand-to-hand, so I don't know.
You take Thor's hammer away. What is it?
Well, he can still channel the lightning through himself.
Oh, yeah, but
He's not the god of hammers, he's the god of thunder.
yeah, true. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah.
That is tough. I'll just say Thor.
Well, I say that's what I'd have said. To be honest, no, like you take his hammer away, even though like he can do thunder and that lot and lightning, but surely he'd be a bit weaker. He might be just
Maybe by a bit, but Hercules is all hand-to-hand, so I don't think there's any chance you're taking him down.
no. So last question. This is a bit of a daft one. This is, but I'll be very surprised to see which flavour you go for. So out of any crisp, no, it was two-part question actually. Then, so out of any crisp, what would you always go for? And then your second part of it is which flavoured crisp is better, cheese and onion or smoky bacon?
Crisp. Like a cracker?
You might have you might call them chips over there.
Yeah, chips. Okay.
Lay's, yeah. So Yeah. So what flavour chip would you have? And then which one's better, cheese and onion or smoky bacon chip?
Like what kind of chip? Like what flavor? Or
Yeah,
like,
not flavour.
I don't know, I like a plain chip or a barbecue chip.
Well, barbecue's nice.
Yeah.
Barbecue's nice, I like. And which one would you prefer out of the two I said? Cheese and onion, or smoky bacon?
I don't think I've, like, we have sour cream and onion. We don't have cheese and
Yeah,
onion.
yeah. So that's pretty much the same. That
So
one.
I'll go that because the bacon
Oh,
one,
nice.
not not a huge
You're
fan
not
of
really
that
a fan
one.
of the bacon.
No.
Oh, I always think. Well, I don't know whether it's because of Renala, but the bacon ones always taste similar to the barbecue ones of Renala. I don't know whether it's depending on what sort of style of chip or crisp you get in that lot. But yeah, the bacon one of Rare seems really close to the barbecue. I like both of them. I love smoky bacon or cheese and onion, but yeah, I like me smoky bacon.
Nice.
So there you are, yeah. As your random questions of the day.
All right. Well, mine is, there's a couple just random ones, and then the rest really are Marvel centric. So, okay. What was the movie that made you fall in love with movies?
Oh, in general,
Yeah,
oh, Back to the Future.
that's a good one.
The first one. I
Yeah.
adored the Back to the Future. Doc Brown, the DeLorean. I just the music and everything that lot. I just adored it all and that lot, and I was just hooked with films ever since then. That lot, and I could literally watch like a load of old ones, load of new ones. Yeah, I just loved it.
That's a great pick. Um, are you a thrill seeker or homebody?
Oh, it depends what mood I'm in, to be honest. Because every day, Dwayne, is probably I could easily just stay at home, game, like do a bit of reading, stuff like that sort of thing. But if I'm on holiday or like I don't know, out with friends or something like that sort of thing, I'm probably a thrill seeker. I like to go and do stuff and like climb rocks, or if we're going to a theme park, I want to go into the biggest roller coaster. Now, like even though I'll probably be terrified of it, I've got to try it at least. So I'm probably more homebody, but yeah, if I'm out with somebody, I'm thrill seeking all the way in that lot. Like this
Nice.
year, we're going to the Blackpool, and there's a massive thing called the Pleasure Beach and everything, and it's got one of the tallest roller coasters in the UK. And as long as it's not windy, I'm going on that bad boy if it kills me. I might be pure white when I get back because I'll be terrified how high it is and how fast it's going to go, but I've got to try it at least.
Nice. Um, is there an MCU movie you think gets way too much hate?
Oh, oh, MCU music way too much hate. Oh, I don't know actually. Hmm. Off the top of my head, I can't actually think of one that gets way too much hate. What would example it be for you? Well, for me, for you, from you.
I see Age of Ultron still getting a lot of hate.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's a good shout actually because I just rewatched that the other day. And, well, rewatched that and obviously it's up on the channel. It's not a brilliant film, but it's all right.
It's
It's
still
not.
fun. Like, it's a fun
Yeah,
movie. It's not
yeah,
as good as the first or the third or fourth Avengers movie, but
no,
it's still a fun movie.
yeah, it's passable. It is passable to be honest. No, I tell you what, I quite liked it. I didn't think it was too bad. La the Marvels. I didn't think that were bad at all. La that gets a
Yeah.
lot of hate. That lot. I think that's mainly because of the sexist, stupid mob.
Oh, that's definitely a
But
big part of it. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. But I thought that weren't too bad at all. That, to be honest, I had a lot of fun watching that. I had a good time watching that. So yeah, actually, the Marvels was my answer.
All right. This might be a tough one. What would you rather see? A
Oh
fully
God.
rebooted MCU or a soft continuation post Secret Wars? Like, are we starting fully from scratch, all new cast, all new story, or are you continuing in a soft kind of reboot way?
For, oh, right. For me, the deciding factor for that would be how Doomsday and Secret Wars does. If I think, like you've said it before, if it completely bombs and because they've rushed Doctor Doom and everything out a lot, then do an overhaul of everything, have a massive reboot of everything, start from scratch. If you wanted to like do another Captain America, Iron Man, blah blah blah, and that lot, and hire new people, but I've got all faith in the Russos in that line. I think they'll smash it out of the park. So I prefer to have a soft reboot. Still keep characters from this like timeline, the universe, and everything else. Still keep half of them at least. Like the ones I'm thinking of, like Captain America, Booker, Spider Man, maybe the Young Avenger ones, that lot, and Shang-Chi. I could easily get rid of Doctor Strange or Ant Man or Thor,
Thor's definitely
Black
going.
Panther. Yeah. But yeah, I'd lean more towards the soft one. As long as everything runs smoothly, like keep the Fantastic Four and I'll let them continue running on.
That
Yeah,
one's a tough one though, because I can't see Pedro playing that character for 10 plus years. He's already like in his mid 50s, I think.
yeah, true. I'd still like it though. I really would. Or would you get like the our version of the Fantastic Four come in?
I think when we get our X-Men, we get our Fantastic Four.
Nice. Okay, that's not bad actually. I didn't think of that.
It's just a
That's
matter of
fair.
how that works out, because you either do the soft reboot and then we get our own X-Men, or you do fully
Hmm.
rebooted and that's how we get it. Like everything is from the
Yeah,
start and no one's introduced later on in whatever the continuity is.
yeah. That's fair enough. Yeah,
Like if we were doing the same storyline with Thanos for the Infinity Saga, in phase 1 you have an Avengers movie, you have an X-Men movie, you have a Fantastic Four movie. Basically like what we've done. Like you
yeah,
have
yeah.
all those characters in at the beginning instead of bringing
Mm.
them in so much later
Yeah, no, that's fair
because
enough. That's
of
fair play. Yeah.
legal stuff.
Oh yeah, because I don't even start on that.
Okay, next one. Rank these films from worst to best.
Oh god.
Captain America the Winter Soldier,
Mm.
Iron Man,
Oh, gee,
and
you're right.
Avengers Endgame.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Oh, right. Iron Man's bottom. I can safely say that straight away. Even that's painful. It really is painful. But what's one? What's two? So was it Endgame,
Yep, and the Winter Soldier.
the Winter Soldier? Oh, Jesus, oh, I'm really sorry. Really, I'm sorry. Endgame's first. Winter Soldier's second. That was horrible.
Okay, that surprised me.
That was really horrible.
That really surprised me, but I'm also. It surprised me, but I'm not surprised at the same time.
I, I've all faith in my Captain America, but nothing can really top that. Really, Endgame.
I will say this might be a hot take.
Oh, go on.
Winter Soldier from start to finish is a 10 out of 10 movie.
Yeah.
Endgame is a rough start and ends at a 10 out of 10 because of how they ended the movie.
That is fair enough, actually. Yeah.
The highs really boost the lows
Yeah.
in Endgame.
Yeah. No, I can totally agree with that, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's totally fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be interested to see if we get any takes on that, but yeah.
I guess that's not
fair
a hot
enough.
take then, here at least. Which character would you really like to see have an interaction with Sam Wilson's Captain America in Avengers Doomsday? Like anyone.
What are we talking? Like one that's already within the continuity of the MCU, sort of thing.
Let's say someone he hasn't interacted with yet. You have a lot of options now.
Yeah, just a tad. Christ. He's not had interaction with. To be honest, just because I could see myself in that person, I was probably fangirl as much as probably she would. It's probably Miss Marvel.
Okay. It's a
Because
good
I
one.
think that'd be funny as anything, to be honest. She's already fangirled over Captain Marvel. So meeting like Captain America and being part of a team and stuff like that sort of thing, and she'd be just fanning all over it. Like, I could easily, I'd do the same. I'd do the same thing. I'd be just like, oh, thank you very much. Oh, I'm so glad to be here. Oh, sorry, I'll do well. I'll do well.
And that's why I think she'd be a great addition to that team, because she would be that relief. Like, everyone's
Yeah.
taking this fully seriously, and she's like, oh my god, I'm in this situation now. I'm with all of these people. All these people are so awesome. Like, that kind of
Yeah.
thing.
100%.
And I don't know if the Russos have that in mind, but
It worked well.
it could be
Come on.
interesting to see if it
Yeah,
does happen.
it'd be
Like,
really
there's still
nice
more
to see
chairs
that.
to be revealed, too. There's still more chairs,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah.
Like, even
I'd
Brie
love to
Larson
know when
wasn't
that's
in the
gonna
first one, so... Whatever the next wave is, you have to assume some characters from the Marvels will be in that, too.
Oh, massively. Got to be.
Yeah. Alright. Who is the most underrated character in the MCU?
Underrated. Right, he gets a lot of flack from people at my work, and it does my nutting. So I'm saying Sam Wilson. Sam Wilson gets crapped on so much because he's just a normal bloke, and first he's just got the wings, now he's got Captain America, and he should be Captain America, blah 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 blah. Sam Wilson is perfect. He's just brilliant at lot. He's a brilliant actor. He plays Captain America and he plays Falcon perfectly. Sam Wilson. He gets so much crap, and he shouldn't, because he's bloody brilliant.
I agree with that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Alright, last question. Will we get our first official look at Doctor Doom by the end of the summer?
Yes. San Diego Comic Con they've got to show a suit, a chair, a mask, something. Especially with them filming everything now. Like, there's got to be something. All you people on the internet, don't leak anything. Just don't look at the sets. Don't look at anything. Just leave that alone. All right? Don't take no sneaky pictures. Leave that to what they want to show us. I don't want to see it anywhere else. I want to see it like officially from them. I think that'd be awesome.
I think we definitely get something at Comic-Con.
Got to.
And if they want to take it to another level with how the crowd reacted to all the Dooms coming in, and then he walks out and pulls the mask off, you have him walk in costume.
Yeah. No.
And command
you know
the
what they should
entire
do?
hall. He's like, kneel before Doom. Something like that.
No. You know what they should do? Is I've got like a wrestling thing going on in my head. I don't know. They should have him come up from the stage in the chair, just rising up out the stage, and then he stands up from the throne, and then just shouts "kneel" or something like that, or "stand up for Doom." I think that would be awesome. Just imagine just the top of the throne just peering up from out the stage, and just slowly reveals, and he sat there like that. Just that'd be wicked.
I think either way, there's going to be something at Comic-Con. And at first I was like,
got to.
I originally had the question by the end of the year, but I think by the end of the summer, you have to have something. Because obviously by the end of the year, we'll have our first teaser for it.
Yeah.
We hope so. But
yeah,
at Comic-Con, they have to do something.
Yeah, massive.
If they're shooting right now, even put together a little teaser. A little 1 minute teaser to kind of show what you've shot so far. Because even when, I'm going to use a DC movie as an example, when The Batman was shooting, and there was that DC Fandom event, what was it, 2020? Yeah, 2020, because everyone was at home, so it was an online event. They had shot 25% of the movie, and they had like a 2-minute trailer. And that trailer was incredible.
Oh, damn, I didn't realize that. I'll hear that.
So if they could put together a really great trailer with only 25% of the movie shot, I can't see why this group can't do the same.
Well, look what they did with Fantastic Four and that lot. They only had
Yeah, true. That was all
that
from
was a
costume
really
tests.
yeah, exactly. That was just really like basic,
Yeah.
but it worked so nicely in that lot. So something like that'd be awesome.
Yeah, someone's got to leak it because it's not
Ooh,
going to be
yeah,
released
if
publicly.
that no, that I'd leak that. I don't want that at all in that lot. Just leave some of the big hitters
I need
alone.
to know something. I need to know.
Yeah, yeah.
I need to know what he looks like. I need to know what he's doing. I just need to know so much with that movie.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
So yeah, that's all the questions I've got.
Yeah, that's it. It's all good. I don't mind that. I'll bury that one.
Yeah. So if anyone again is still watching and you've just been watching without a care in the world about Thunderbolts, go watch it. We
Oh,
need
it's got to.
it's
It's a must.
done pretty well for its Thursday night previews because
Mm.
we're recording this on a Thursday. I saw it, or no, recording on a Friday. I saw it on a Thursday. You saw
I
it
saw it on a
the
Thursday as
Thursday
well.
too. So yeah, we helped contribute to that Thursday
Yeah,
preview. Um,
definitely.
but yeah, I think by the end of the weekend we might see it at 30 to 40. I know it was projected. No, not 30. That's kind of low. I'm gonna say
It was
just
projected at
under
80 to
100
90,
million.
wasn't it? Yeah, so it was projected to be 80 or 90 million or something like that,
Yeah.
I think. So yeah, I
So
could easily see 100. Easily. But how good it is. And word of mouth was spread to say how good it was as well
yeah,
in that lot. So
yeah. And still, if you haven't seen Sinners, go see Sinners because it's incredible, and it's coming back to
that's what it's on.
theaters and IMAX too because we need to support original cinema.
Yeah, definitely. That's on my list as well to go and see. So
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess that'll do it for today's episode. So, do you have anything dropping on your channel in the next little bit?
well, so on the Monday we've got some more Marvel Midnight Suns, having Mephisto make an appearance in it. On the Wednesday we have our classic MCU review, which is next is Ant-Man.
Okay.
And then on Friday, we have, oh, pardon me, is more Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. So that's the set continuing going forward until we have our next Marvel show. So yeah. What about yourself?
Just when you say Marvel show. Next one's Ironheart, everybody. How excited are you for
Yeah.
that?
Woo!
Yeah. The one person that's doing the
Yeah.
movie for that. Yeah.
It is definitely not me. I can guarantee you that I'll sit through it, I'll watch it, but
I'm going to give it a shot. Again, it's leftovers at the back of the fridge that Feige found. He's like,
yeah.
yeah, I should maybe eat that.
Yeah. We like hinted at it. It's there. We better say something about it.
Yeah, it's been in the can for 3 years, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Sort of release it
It's not going to
eventually.
be relevant anymore.
No, no.
Um,
Oh God.
yeah,
Oh
for
God.
me, not really anything huge right now. I might try to get something more in addition to Thunderbolts, but depends on what's going on, and I guess stay on top of the news too. Try to get some things figured out for, like I guess the summer too. Try to get some things prepared for. I'm gonna do another Comic-Con predictions thing, so hopefully get that done, and we'll definitely be talking about that too
Oh yeah.
um,
Oh
later on. So that'll be before Fantastic Four because I think it's the end
yeah.
of July again when they're
Yeah.
having their panel. So, yeah, a lot to look forward to this summer.
Definitely. A lot to talk about as well around that summertime. Oh.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I guess that's all we have for today. So before we wrap up, make sure to subscribe to my channel, Thwip Media. Subscribe to Dwayne's channel, Marvel Mad. Follow all of our socials. Join the Discord server, and we will see you in the next episode.
See you later, guys. Thank you.